about matrices. So, we're going to try something completely new, fabulous. When we talk about a matrice is a group of elements, okay? And when I have a matrice, it sits inside of, like, brackets. Inside these brackets are some elements. Now, these elements are listed by row and column. So when I do a matrice, I go row by column. So you need to know what those both are to make sure this works, right? If I have, let's say this has 9 elements in it. This first spot right here would be A11 because it's row 1, column 1. Whereas this next one would be A row 1, column 2. The next one would be A row 1, column 3. Seems pretty easy so far, right? The next row would be A21. Then I would have A22, A23. So again, this would mean row 2, column 3. And then if I have one more row in there, let's say I have A31, A32, so row 3, column 2, and A33. This is how the elements are actually put together. How we're going to use it is if I tell you, leaving that there, let's say I have a matrix. I'm actually going to put real numbers in this one. Let's say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, -1, -2, and 0. If I want to know what A12 is, I'm looking in my matrix for row 1, column 2. What number is A12? 2. Right? Row 1, column 2. So right here. What if I wanted A23? 6. Good. What if I wanted A32? -2. Awesome. Any questions so far? No, right? Okay. So your first 2 questions in your homework, that's all you have to do. They give you a matrix, just like I just did, and they ask you one of those. All right, so does anybody, I can say it differently if anybody needs it. Are we all good? Okay. So, that's okay. That's the idea behind a matrix. Now, you can do what we have as what we call a coefficient matrix. Right in there. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Yep. All right. A coefficient matrix just means when I have a system, I'm going to take the numbers from the system and put it into a matrix. So, if I have, let's say, let me say I have the system 3x plus 2y equals 6 and 4x minus y equals 5. Let's say I have that system. If I want to write a coefficient matrix, I am literally going to take my coefficient and put it into a matrix. So, it is going to be 3, 2, 6. 3, 2, 6. Then I have 4, -1, 5. 4, -1, 5. That is my coefficient matrix. It is super easy. So, here we go. So, if we did this as example 1 up here, I'm going to do that. Numbers 8 and 10 are just like this, right? Okay, so let's do example number 2. So you can kind of see exactly how it's going to go in your homework. Example number 2 today is like 12 through 17. Well, actually 12 through 16. My bad, because you don't do odds. And it says, write a matrix 2 represent the system. And let's say I have, I don't know, let's go with 3x plus 2y minus z equals 4. 2x plus 7y minus 4z equals 5. And x plus y plus z equals 3. All right. So we're writing a matrix to represent this. Coefficients in the first line. There are 4 of them, right? We have 3, 2, negative 1, and 4. Second one is 2, 7, negative 4, 5. My last one is 1, 1, 1, 3. That's literally all you have to do for those problems. We still doing good? All right. Sample number 3. All right, this is going to be 18 through 22. Write the system represented by the matrix. All right, so I'm going to give you a system. Let's go 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 1, 7. I don't know. So here's what I want to mention is if there are only 2 rows, that means I have 2 equations, right? Technically how this matrix looks is the first 2 rows, like the 2 columns, or first 2 columns, like the first 2 rows, this is going to be my x and this is my y. Then sometimes in our book on some of them puts a line down like this, which represents the equal sign from the matrix. Okay? So we're going to write a system. We have 2x plus 3y equals 4. Second one, 5x minus y, or minus 1y, equals 7. All you have to do. We still doing good? All right. So now, if we're still doing good, here's what I want to talk about next, is how we can actually solve a system using this method. All right? We've already talked about how you can get from a system, you can write your coefficient matrix, right? Okay. We are going to be entering it into our calculator. Now, here's the thing. The idea is, if I have a system of 3, right? I'm going to have 3 rows. There'll be 3 columns. And then, of course, in our book, they like to put a little dash line or whatever, and then what it's equal to over here. So it's really, this is considered a 3 by 4. All right? It's 3 rows by 4 columns. Understanding how many rows and how many columns is going to be important today. Now, when we solve, the idea is we're going to get a final matrix when we hit the enter button on our calculator. The final matrix is going to put 1s in the diagonal and 0s everywhere else on the left-hand side of the equals. Here, in our first spot, it's going to say that 1x equals. And it's going to give you your x value, whatever that is. Then if you think about what is this row, this says there's 1y. And it's going to tell you what that 1y is equal to. Okay? And in this last one, that's 1z, and it's going to tell you what that 1z is equal to. You guys follow? Yep. So going down, it's going to tell you what your point's going to be in your calculator. Now, what this is technically called is what they call row echelon, and they used to make us, in the olden days, work it all out by hand. We didn't have these things, okay? So now you get to type it all in. So, to find one of these, you are looking for RRES, and that's going to come up with a parenthesis. So to find this, you have to hit, you're going to like this, all right? Here are the buttons. You're going to hit second and matrix. The matrix button, if you see a matrix, it's on the x to the negative 1. Okay? And you're going to scroll. So you got second matrix. I need you to push over to math. And then you're going to go down to RRES. It's down like letter B, yeah. We'll put like a B right here in our notes just so we have it, a B, letter B. If you hit that, you should get RREF with a parenthesis. Okay? We're still doing good, right? All right, now we've got to put a matrix in there. To put a matrix in there, you're going to hit your alpha, your green button. So alpha, and then zoom at the top. Alpha zoom. You'll notice you get this gray thing that comes up with row and column, right? Everybody got row and column there? Alpha zoom, and then you have row and column. So in this one, actually, hold on one second. Yeah, hold on. So if I give you, let's start with a small one the first time. Just a minute. Hold a minute. I want to give you a small one to plug in to begin with. Let's go with 1, 3, 22, and 2, negative 1, 2. Now, I'm just going to give that to you for a second. Now, how many rows is this? It's 2 rows. So you have to go in your rows. You got to push the up button, go to 2, make sure you hit enter so it highlights on 2. So you're entering row, how many rows it is. In this case, it's 2. Then you got to push over to your column button, and you have to enter how many columns this is. And then you have to enter column, and this is 3 columns, right? Everybody still good? Then push down to OK and hit enter. OK, enter. You should get this matrix that comes up as all zeros right now. So in those zeros, we are going to put these numbers. So I want you to enter 1. You got to push to the side. Don't push enter. Push to the side. So 1, push to the side. 3, push to the side. 22, push to the side, and so on. Okay? Get it all entered. Is it going to give us the RREF on the paper? You have, what do you mean solve it? I don't understand. Okay, hold on one second. Let's get through this stuff, and then we're going to do another one together, okay? So once you got those 6 numbers in, push outside your bracket and hit enter. Hopefully you got an answer of 4, 6. So once you're done, plug it all in. Yep. Yeah, just push out though. You got to push to the right so you're out of your matrix. And then hit enter. You got 4, 6, right? So you got diagonals are 1s, the other ones are 0s, and the last column is 4, 6. That means x is 4 and y is 6. All right, so we're going to, hold on, we're going to do it again together. Okay? So, see if I can get on here real quick. I don't know if it's going to record it on here, but we'll try. Let me get my calculator up here, maybe doing it all together with me also doing it, right? Might work. So let me get this cleared. Clear, second quit. All right. Okay. So first thing again I said, the very first step is you are going to second and matrix. Then you have to push over to the right to go to math. Again, first three things I said. Now we scroll down to B, right? All right, so we went all the way down to capital B, right there, and hit enter. So you got to this part. Hi, Derek. Bye, Derek. Bye. Hey, where's Hunter? Illinois. Okay. All right, now the next step is we do alpha and zoom. Alpha, zoom. Okay, alpha zoom. Now, this is where you put in how many columns and how many rows. So, or how many rows and how many columns. So in this one we had 2 rows, so that's good, right? And we had 3 columns. So I need to go up and go over here and fix my columns to 3. Logan, are we still good? Yeah. All right, then you got to go down to OK and hit enter. So this should be on your screen. Are you still, we're good? All right, so now we're going to enter 1, 3, 22. So in the first spot, I'm going to put a 1. And then I have to push to the right. 3, push to the right, 22. Push to the right, it's going to go to my next row. Logan, am I still good? Okay. The next row was 2, negative 1, 2, right? Is that what I gave you guys? Yeah, okay. So then I've got 2, push to the right, negative 1, push to the right, 2. Then I push to the right and hit enter. This is your solved matrix. All right, this tells you, right, that x equals 4 and y equals 6. Okay, so we're going to try it with a bigger one. All right, you guys ready? All right, so let me shrink this, try and get my other screen up real quick. All right. So here we go. The last couple problems, so this is going to be example, what am I on, 4? Yeah. 4. Example 4, which is 24 through 28. Oh, I went all the way to 36? Yeah, we're going to stop at 28. All right? I will change that. All right, so we're going to stop at 28 because I want to make sure we're there. We are going to do this system. Are you ready? So our system is x minus 2y plus 3z equals 12. And we have 2x minus y minus 2z equals 5. And the last one we have is 2x plus 2y minus z equals 4. All right? We've got to put it into our RES. There's nothing to solve. We're not doing anything. No, yeah, but like we put it in the matrix and then we put it into our REF. Right? Well, you have to put our REF first, and then you put it in the matrix. Okay? Is everybody following me? So you should go to our REF. I want everybody to practice that, getting to there. Then your matrix is going to be your coefficient matrix. 1, negative 2, 3, 12. 2, negative 1, negative 2, 5. Then 2, 2, negative 1, 4. So this is a 3 by 4, right? 3 rows by 4 columns. All right, so I want everybody to try it. So is everybody getting into this? We're all doing okay, right? Right. Did everybody get 4, -1, 2? Guess what? That was just number 17 from yesterday. Thought that'd be funny. All right. So we got still almost 10 minutes. I recommend you start with problems 24 through 28 first because you have your calculator in front of you, right? That way I can walk around if somebody's having an issue. I can come and help, and we can get it figured out from there. Huh? I don't know. I know what app I have on my phone that's exactly like our calculators. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I make fun of my calculator app because it's like, if you get premium, there'll be no ad, but the ad is at like the very top, not covering anything. So I'm like, what's the point of getting?
Yeah.